Ukrainians gathered at Independence Square in Kiev to remember those who went to the front lines to defend their homeland. March 14th was named the Day of Ukrainian Volunteers because that's the day in 2014 that the first group of volunteers left Independence Square to defend eastern Ukraine from Russian-backed forces. They gathered to lay flowers at the monument of the heroes of the Heavenly Hundred. Many had stood shoulder to shoulder during the Euromaidan revolution. Those who took part in the Euromaidan revolution formed the basis of the volunteer army that went to the east of Ukraine in spring 2014. They were among the first to end up in real battles. Volunteers played a significant role in stopping the attacks in the first months of the war and putting up a real resistance. At the beginning of spring 2014, our army, unfortunately, was not ready to take part in the action. It was the volunteers who became the backbone of the army at that time. Soldiers, activists, and locals came to Independence Square to support the servicemen currently defending the front lines. Katerina became a volunteer immediately after the armed conflict in eastern Ukraine began. She went to the front together with her husband. He served in the Kiev and Rus battalion. She believes volunteers should do more to help servicemen than just provide clothes and military equipment. There's not a need for food, there's not a need for clothes. Now, there's a completely different situation. Many say they're tired of war. It's been ongoing for 3 years. What about the guys in the trenches who've been on the front lines for several years? They have to understand that there's a purpose. This holiday is needed for them to understand that we value and appreciate their contributions. Hundreds of Ukrainian volunteers never returned from the war. Their memories were honored with a minute of silence in the song "The Duckling Swims," which became a requiem for those who died defending Ukraine during the Euromaidan revolution. Volunteers were honored in all Ukrainian regions, as they were among the first who made the stand for Ukraine against Russian aggression.